Hi, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. We're looking at a series of beers from the Kyoto Brewing Company in Kyoto, and with our last few videos, we looked at a couple of really special beers, limited edition beers, and new beers in some of their series. One was their barrel-aged Ichii Tasai Farmer's Table, which is a Brett infused barrel aged table saison, and we looked at Shin, their new beer in their 6 taste series, and it was a spicy one. It was hot, but today's beer is new and old. It is this one. It's called Ichii Senshin. And this beer, the reason why I say it's new and old is that it's one of their flagship beers that they brewed from the very beginning of their time when they started in 2015. But this is a renewed version, slightly changed version, and we'll talk about exactly what's different about that. If you're interested in learning more about Kyoto Brewing, you can go to the beginning of one of any of the other reviews I've done about Kyoto Brewing. I don't want to repeat it here, but it'll take you about 4 or 5 minutes to listen to the introduction to any of the other Kyoto Brewing reviews that I've done, and I will skip it here today in the interest of time. So this is a Belgian IPA or Saison IPA at 6.5%. 44 international bittering units, and this beer has only 2 ratings on RateBeer because it's new. Untapped, 109, and I'm not sure if they have conflated their old reviews with the new reviews, but on Untapped they have an average of 3.73, pretty high. So what Kyoto Brewing did here was they took the old version of Ichii Senshin and tried to make a cleaner, more balanced beer. They took the hops from 6 varieties of hops down to 3, and they added some Munich malt as well. And so the malt bill for this is Pilsner, Munich, and wheat. I assume the original was just Pilsner and wheat. Kind of saison sort of mix. This has some Munich malt added to it, and the bittering hops are Merkur, which is kind of a favorite bittering hop at Kyoto Brewing, and the flavor and aroma hops are Centennial and Cascade. Both of these are of course U.S. hops. I'll be interested to see how this stacks up. Belgian IPA is something that Kyoto Brewing does really, really well, and it's kind of, they started with kind of their goal when they started was to really be producing interesting Belgian style beers. Of course they make all kinds of beers, but this is what they often come back to, and it's really a great kind of style. So the name Ichii Senshin has the connotation of kind of single-minded dedication, which Kyoto Brewing feels applies to the craft beer community in Japan and worldwide, and also I would say applies to them too. Single-minded dedication, devotion to the craft. Let's give this a go, shall we? Speaking of craft, I have a Devil Craft glass here, which I got with a set of beer from them. You can try Devil Craft beer if you live in Tokyo. I think it's much more available. Well, this is a nice, pretty sort of orange amber color with a solid finger of white foam. Okay, and aroma. Oh my goodness. Very citrusy. The Cascade comes shining through. But there's more, and I'm assuming it's a Centennial. Yeah, Pilsner and wheat are not standing up much to this this blend of hops. The Munich malt is certainly giving it some darker color for sure. Oh my. Oh, this is very pleasant. Yeah. I have not had this in quite a while, but this really comes across as a fruity and citrusy. Kind of saison. If there's Belgian ale yeast in this, I'm not quite getting it. There's something lightly sourish, ripe and sourish. I won't say it's like kimchi or something like that, but it kind of pops in your sinuses and on the tongue too. Very rich sort of fruitiness, kind of sort of overripe, sort of stone fruitiness with citrus added. Delicious. Moderate bittering, but some serious bitter tracks. 44 international bitter units, and you can feel it for sure. Yeah, there's quite an interesting mouthfeel as well. It kind of grabs the tongue, holds on, and yeah, this is quite a good beer. It's got a little bit of alcohol warmth too, I think. So, again, this is called Kyoto Brewing Ichii Senshin, and it is a 6.5%, 44 international bittering unit, Belgian style IPA, and it's a new version. So this is from 2021, so it's a separate version from their old one. And yeah, give Kyoto Brewing a try, and you know, go online. If you live in Japan, they ship throughout the country, and you can order all kinds of beers from them, including some very limited ones. Okay, well, I do have a playlist of Kyoto Brewing beers. I think it's probably the one I have most beers, probably the brewery that I've reviewed the most, and so you can go check that out, the playlist for Kyoto Brewing beers. That's it for today. Stay well. We just started the rainy season here, the annual rainy season, or monsoon season, I guess you could call it, and it started 3 weeks early, so we're expecting it's going to be a pretty hot summer. So I might need a lot of beer to get through it. Take care, be well, stay healthy.